welcome back. Hi, welcome back to podcast. Welcome, podcast. Welcome. Hi.
Hey, hey, hey.
We are back again with another episode of podcast, and I am back again recording on my PC. So if you are watching this and you see me look up, I am looking at my monitor and not the camera. If you're listening to this, I hope you're having a good day and you don't need to worry about what I'm looking at.
And if you see me looking down, I'm using my iPhone.
There you go. Oh, hold on. My mouse just gave up. Okay, we're good.
There's a mouse in the house?
No, my mouse.
Oh,
My
okay.
mouse, for my computer.
Okay.
I hope everyone who's listening is having a good, wonderful, happy day, evening, night, lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever you're doing, train ride, car ride. And I hope you continue to have one. We have a few things that are kind of scattered and a bit random, but we wanted to bring it off to a little lighter of a note because the past couple episodes have been a bit serious and a bit that's I was gonna say mean, but no, it's just serious. That's the best way to put it. It's just been a bit serious. So we're gonna lighten it up a little bit with a game that you came up with where it involves you printed out a bunch of whatever the hell they're called. It's shorthand texting. So when people say like OMG means oh my god, you found a bunch of those and you're gonna read them. You're gonna read
Shorthand.
the shorthand, not the anagram. God, I can't even know the whatever the word is, but you're gonna read it to me. Oh, you might want your AirPods.
That's a good idea.
That way you can hear it a little better and better microphone. But yeah, so the name of the game is he's printed out a bunch of these shorthand things, and because I am young child and he is old man, he is going to test me on my knowledge of being young. And
Who are you calling an old man?
hey, you can be old and sexy.
That's right.
Age like fine wine or cheese.
And don't you forget it.
So that's the name of the game. We're gonna list a bunch off, and I gotta try and get him. And if I don't get him, he's gonna read him to me. So fire it off. Go ahead.
Well, okay, I'm going to let you start off with some easy stuff. What does TBD stand for?
To be determined. That one's more of like a business term.
Okay. WSP.
WSP? Uh-oh.
This is a little bit of slang.
Worried shit people.
Close. That's close. You want to give it a second try?
No, I don't even know what you mean by close. I have no idea.
What's up?
What? What is
WSP? What's up?
what? Yeah, but that would just be.
Yeah, I know. What can I tell you?
What the fuck? Okay. Anyways, I'm down one. Got it. I gotta keep track.
BBL.
Oh, Brazilian butt lift. I should know that one. Oh
no,
God.
Be back later.
You serious?
Be back later.
Be back
Here's
later.
Here's another slang one. This is WYM.
What do you mean?
Correct.
Yeah, I knew that
Very
one.
good.
I don't like that. That's what I came up with.
WYA.
Where are you at?
Right. Okay. I was just testing you.
Yeah, of course. I got it.
BTS.
Is that behind the scenes?
No, it's Be There Soon.
Oh, that's the film person in me. BTS does mean behind the scenes, but that's because I've worked on film sets. Okay.
DW.
Oh, don't worry.
Correct.
Yeah.
FS.
Fuck shit.
Fuck shit, no. For sure.
For sure. What the fuck? Okay.
GTS.
Get there soon?
Close. Go to sleep.
But that's not close at all. What the hell? That's not close at all. Okay, go ahead.
Now this one makes no sense. IKR.
I know, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, I know that one. 'Cause I've used that one.
IMY.
What was
You
that?
do? IMY.
I miss you.
Correct.
Ah,
Yeah.
I don't even
Now,
use the only one out of all of these so far. The only one I've actually used, like in a conversation of text, is I know, right? That's it. All the other ones,
Okay.
unless we're talking about Brazilian butt lifts, BBL does not stand for be back later. You say BRB as be right back. No one says BBL.
Okay. Here's an easy one. KM.
KM.
Yeah. Don't overthink it.
KM. Kill Mark. I
Kiss me.
what? Who the hell says KM? We use
I don't know.
emojis.
NBD.
No big deal. Easy.
Right. Oh, this one's cute. ROFL.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
Correct. Very
Yeah.
good, Peter. You're doing good.
That's an old one. People don't raffle anymore.
FWIW.
FWIW?
Yep.
I don't know. I used to know what FWI was, but the only thing
For what it's worth.
for what it's worth, I was gonna go fuck with it, wench. For what it's worth. Okay, god damn it.
LMK.
Let me know. That one's easy.
Right. Most girls would use this. OOTD.
Outfit of the day.
Right.
I knew that one.
TTYL.
Talk to you later. The only reason I know that one is because of Tigger.
Okay.
Tigger, that was Tigger's phrase, TTYL. Not
Yeah.
tough for now.
WSG.
WSG. Wagon sex girl.
I like that one. Maybe we'll use that one. What's good?
What's good? What the fuck? Who's using that? Oh my god, this feels like it was a list made by someone who's never actually used any of these. Go ahead.
WTM.
What's that mean?
Close. What's the matter?
Oh, okay. I was close. That one was actually close.
Yeah, you'll get this one. WTV.
Where's the vagina?
I thought I taught you where the vagina is.
Oh god. What does it mean?
What's the word?
What
What's the word?
You said V.
WTW.
You said V.
Oh, okay. WTV. Whatever.
What that means whatever?
Yeah.
Oh,
WTW is what's the word?
That one's wrong as well. I wouldn't have gotten that one. No shot.
Okay. Now this one you'll know because I'm sure you used it. BSF.
Best friend?
Yes.
Okay. I don't use that one, but I do know it.
This one you'll get also. GOAT.
GOAT. Greatest of all time?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Because I got that one. Yeah. I looked that up once when I was like 17. I was like, what the fuck does GOAT mean when people talk about a sports player?
Yeah.
Greatest of all time. Yes.
Are you getting tired of these yet?
No, let's keep going. I'm on a cruise here. Let's go. Cruise control.
DBA.
DBA. Don't breathe ass.
Don't bother asking.
Don't bother asking. What the hell?
Now this, oh gosh, how do I get rid of this?
You're doing all right. I can still see you and hear you.
I sent it to voicemail. Okay. Uh, GRWM.
Oh, get ready with me.
Good.
I know that one because of TikTok. That's a whole like trend of things. Usually, it's fashion people, men and women, or it's like girls who do lifestyle content. It's get ready with me, and they talk while they get ready.
Mm-hmm. ICYMI.
ICYMI.
Yeah.
I gotta write that one out. What the hell? ICYMI. Uh, in Cuba, you marry inside.
In case you missed it, in case you missed it, that in Cuba you marry inside.
You're right. Okay.
Okay. IRL.
Oh, in real life, easy.
Good. Oh, this one you should get. I even knew this one. ISTG.
I've seen this used. Hold on. Give me like don't say it. Don't say it. ISTG. Um no, I've seen it used, but I don't know what it means.
Okay, I'll give you a hint because it's so easy. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons sing a song that uses this phrase.
I love you, but that is the most abstract hint you could ever give me because I don't know Frankie Valli the way you do.
That's true.
So, uh, uh, um, ISTG. In Sudan, there's girls.
Again, ridiculous. Okay. I swear to God.
God, what the? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have seen that. Okay.
I remember using that years ago when I first learned how to text.
Yeah.
And going along with I swear to God is NGL.
Not gonna lie.
Good. Now, I'll give you a hint on this. Some people's some people don't like to do this. PDA.
Oh, public display of affection.
Okay. Now, here's a short of the one I already gave you, STG.
I already forgot it.
Swear,
Hold on. Oh, I swear to God. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right.
I'm counting that one as wrong now because I didn't
Yeah.
get it. Oh
Yeah.
my
Now
God.
here's another one that I remember using years ago. I mean, I don't use these things. I like to write the word out, but here's another one. TBH.
Oh, to be honest.
Right. This one isn't even worth doing. This one, I don't know if you'll get. UWU.
Uh,
You, see, I don't even
Uranus
know.
with urine.
Yeah, you got it.
What is it?
Another way of typing an emoticon depicting a cute face.
Oh, oh my God. I knew that. I absolutely knew that. I thought there was an actual in my head because these are not all shall we say, pop culture. I was not
Hmm.
prepared for that one. Okay, so I did get that. I would have got. Oh, I fucked it. I should have gone with my instinct. Go ahead.
YOLO.
Oh, you only live once. YOLO.
Right, right.
That was like a 2014, 15 phrase.
IIRC.
IIRC. I believe the two eyes is it, and then it's either, I think it's really clean or really ready something, really something, ready something. IIRC. I'm probably way off the mark. I can't get the ending.
If I recall correctly.
That's aggressively that's not even in the same fucking state as where I was. Got it.
MBN.
MBN.
Yeah.
National Basketball Association.
No, M.
Yeah,
B.
National. I don't know.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. Who the fuck is texting with these?
Uh, OG,
Original
original or
guy.
exceptional,
Yeah.
authentic. TFW.
TFW. Oh, I remember this one from years ago. TFW. Um uh, the Fairy Witch.
That feeling when.
That feeling when, yeah. Fuck, that one I knew that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong. I read it backwards. TFW.
No, you said TFW.
Oh, yeah, that feel or feeling when.
Yeah. You said TFW.
Okay. FTW.
FTW.
Yeah, I knew that one. But I forgot FTW. I knew
Fuck
what
the women.
FTW. Oh, you got. You're gonna have to delete that.
No, I don't know. What is it?
For the win.
For the, oh no, for the women.
For the win. Win.
For the win. Go ahead. I
Okay, now
fucking got it wrong.
I got about another 20. Should I continue?
10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, you're good.
Or should I
I've
just
been
be
keeping score, so when we're done with this, I'm gonna let you know how many I got right and wrong.
okay? Okay. Well, I think you're doing pretty good. SMH.
Oh, shaking my head.
Good. FOMO.
Oh, fear of missing out. FOMO.
Good. Oh, this one. IYKYK.
If you know, you know.
Hey, good going, Peter. OFC.
Of course.
Oh, you're on a streak. TLDR.
Oh, TLDR. Oh
I
my
remember I
God.
remember uh getting text about that when people were in school.
Yeah. It has to do like you're basically giving them the rundown, but what's the actual fucking deconstructed version? TLDR. LDR. The learning disability rundown.
No. Too long, didn't read.
Too long, didn't read. Damn it. Okay.
This one you know. ETA.
Oh, estimated time of arrival.
Right. Uh, this is something uh, you might use if you're sitting at a bar and you want another drink. HMU.
Oh, hit me up.
Right. LFG.
Let's fucking go.
Close. Let's freaking go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm giving myself that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
is
Okay.
replaced with fucking if you are ac- ac- accepting of curse words
Yes.
and are not seven
ATP.
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 At this point,
I'll give you another shot at it.
uh
Alex, ATP.
I was about to say something awfully crude. I don't know.
Answer the phone.
Oh,
IMO.
in my opinion, easy.
Right.
Easy.
OTP.
On the phone.
Oh. One true pairing. A couple that fans prefer for all other couples.
Oh,
I
what the
don't know.
fuck?
I don't know. Okay,
That's
we
a
got
that's a gut shot.
10 more, and that's it.
All right, easy.
Uh, I'll give you a hint. If somebody, well, I can't. If I give you the hint, I'll give you the answer.
Just doesn't
TFTI.
TFTI.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know. TFTI. I concede.
Thanks for the invite.
Thanks for the invite. What the fuck? This feels like a bunch of millennials talking to each other.
Are you writing these down, or you're not?
I'm keeping score. I'm not writing down what TFTI means. I am writing tally marks on a right and wrong.
Do you want me to save these for you?
No,
Okay.
no, because I
You're not.
know a lot of them. The ones that I don't know,
You won't.
probably
You
won't
won't use. Okay. This is one of the first ones I ever used. TLC.
TLC.
Yeah, I used it for two special reasons. When I took a girl out, and when I was cooking.
What the fuck? That confuses me.
When I would be at the door, and the
TLC.
father would say, "Bring her back at a certain time," or when I was cooking a special meal, I would have to do this.
Use it. Oh no, I can't say use it in a sentence. This isn't a spelling bee. I don't know. I like. Oh, I've heard this one, but I don't know it.
Something you would give your girlfriend.
I don't know.
Tender, loving
Love and
care.
care. Yeah. Okay.
TMI.
Too much information.
Good. TTM.
TTM. Uh, to touch.
Something you might say to your girlfriend if she looks sad and you wanted information.
Touch these muffins.
That might be a good one, but it's not.
Freshly baked muffins. I tell her, hey, touch these muffins.
Talk to me.
Talk to me. I don't. Who the hell's using TTM to say talk to
EOD.
me? The first thing that came to my mind was erectile dysfunction. That's not it. EOD.
It,
Estimated.
it's something that you would
Oh, end
Uh,
of day. End of day.
End of day or end of discussion.
Yes, because that's a business talk. That's a job thing. Oh, can I have this task done? EOD, end of day. Oh my
Okay,
God.
that's three more.
Okay.
LTR,
Long-term relationship?
right?
Really?
Yes,
Oh, hell yeah.
that's pretty damn good, Peter. NVM.
Never mind. Easy.
Good.
That was so easy.
Okay. And this is something that you say or close to say all the time when I surprise you with information that's off color or embarrassing. OML.
Oh my Lord.
That's it.
Hell yeah. Oh
So,
my God. And oh, I'll educate you on one extra back when you said SMH is shaking my head. Do you want to?
yeah,
I'll give you one. What's SMD?
SMD.
Yeah.
Shaking my dog.
No, suck my dick.
Oh my,
you,
oh my gosh.
you tell people that when you're pissed off. Hey.
Okay.
All right. All right. Final tally. The final tally. Uh
Peter, I actually knew that one.
yeah. Mm. So out of the let's see 10 20 30 40 50 10 20 30 40 50 5 59. So we did 59. Do you want to guess where I was in the right or in the wrong?
I would say you got 27 right.
Out of 59?
Yeah.
Wow, you give me less credit. I got 33 right.
Okay. I wasn't so far off.
33 right and 26 wrong.
Okay, that's not too bad. I
It's
mean, considering
pretty good.
I'm throwing at stuff at you, you know?
Some of those were atrocious. I
Yeah,
don't think
but
I've ever
it
heard
was
anyone speak like that unless it's like a
do,
middle-aged person trying to sound young.
do you have any that you want to add to that wasn't on the list?
There's a bunch that you could get into like GTFO is get the fuck off. GTG gotta go. BRB be right back. Um TF the fuck. Uh um uh
I know WTF, what that usually
yeah, what
stands
the
for.
fuck? You've got ILY, I love you. Um
See, I always like to write letters and notes. I hate to text. I hate to make things smaller. I like to expand things. Uh, I forgot what you call these caps. You know, these small letters. You know, especially I get confused. What is it? LGBTQ plus.
LGBTQ.
Well, there's one with a plus.
Yeah, that's just if we're extending the full length of it, it includes the reason you put a plus is because there are more letters, but rather than having someone list out 18 letters, you just say LGBTQ plus. Or
Okay.
some people say LGBTQAI plus. LGBTQ plus is sufficient because it incorporates the rest of them because there are so many.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this game, and if anybody's listening, maybe they can play this game with their friends. Um, but I hate using these little, I don't know what you call them. I mean, little text text symbols,
Acronyms.
acronyms.
Acronyms. Yeah, acronyms and text abbreviations.
Okay.
Yeah, abbreviations and acronyms. That the acronyms was the word I was trying to think of earlier. and then there was abbreviations, which is a better term.
Okay.
So, oh my God, what a journey that was. Um,
Don't you have
oh
fun?
yes, I did. That was a good one. I like that. Uh, if and for those, if we could have done that. I'll do that next time. Next time we do a game like that, I want people who are listening to join in and keep tally and then tell me in the comments or in a message or something. Should have done that, but I'm thinking about that now. Next game. The thing I wanted to tell you, which I know you haven't seen, I'll be surprised if you have. November 1st, Mariah Carey came out with a video where you hear her sing "It's Time," and her Christmas song is playing in the background, and it's a 3D generated vault, like a big bank vault made of ice. And it opens up and the camera swoops in, and there's Mariah Carey frozen in a block of ice with 3 pumpkin head guys thawing her out with a hairdryer. This happened. She posted this video on November 1st. And I just needed to tell you about it because it's in reference to what everyone jokes about is right after Halloween. People love to joke about 2 people, Mariah Carey and Michael Bublé, in that you don't hear about them. You don't hear their music. You don't hear them in the news. You don't see them. They're not even out in public. No one ever hears or sees of Mariah Carey and Michael Bublé until November and December when it's Christmas time. And so it became a running joke that, like, once Christmas ends, oh, there he goes. He's going back in the vault. They're going to put him back in the cryo zone and freeze him up until next Christmas. And just when Halloween's ending, they go, oh, it's time to thaw out Mariah Carey and Michael Bublé. And so Mariah Carey played on that humor by making a whole video about her coming out of the ice.
Yeah, Michael Bublé either has a child that is very, very sick or a wife that's very, very sick. So that might be the reason.
Oh, maybe, but I mean, the reason why people were going after it was more so the fact that
Yeah, well, that's humorous.
his music is popular, but it specifically only becomes popular around Christmas time because he's got that sort of Sinatra-esque to him, and he does all the Christmas songs. He's what we would argue is like the modern day Bing or the modern day Sinatra. And I needed to share that with you.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Except Sinatra was always out there.
Yeah, no, Sinatra was always out there. But what I mean is in his style of music.
Yes.
And that Bublé has sort of encapsulated the Christmas spirit with his Christmas albums.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
So
let's transition to the other topic that we wanted to get into, which was what's been going on starting yesterday. As of yesterday, we have entered the trial with Trump. And just before you get into it, I'm going to give a little lowdown on what to know about Trump's testimony. And this is from NBC News. Former President Trump testified yesterday in the $250 million civil fraud case brought by New York Attorney General Letitia James. Judge Arthur Engoron is presiding over the trial, which has no jury. Trump has complained about the judge and his law clerk for weeks. Trump's testimony quickly went off the rails as he attacked the Attorney General's office as quote-unquote haters, sidestepped questions, and repeatedly went off on tangents. Engoron told his lawyers to control him and that, quote, this isn't a political rally, quote. Trump's testimony yesterday followed that of his sons, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, last week. The former president's eldest daughter, Ivanka, is scheduled to testify Wednesday.
Yeah, I think they said that that's kind of old. I think they said there was something newer that came out. I don't know if Ivanka will have to testify because they said she might be too far, too long away from what they're discussing. But what Trump does, whether you like him or not, the man is he uses the art of
Senile.
he uses the art of war. The art of war, if you ever read it, states when in doubt, attack, and that's what he does. I have said to you many, many times that my dad was in the electrical supply business. He was the largest. He is not his company. The company he worked with was one of the largest, if not the largest, independent on the East Coast. And nobody wanted to really do business with Trump because he wouldn't pay his bills, or if he paid his bills, he was late. And if he didn't like what was going on, he'd return stuff that he wasn't supposed to, or he threatened to sue you. And, it's like with his Atlantic City hotels, where the banks wanted to drop him, but they knew if they drop him, they'd lose money, so they reactivated the loans. He always has things that he does. The Scotland golf course that he overvalued, some of his properties that they say he overvalued. So just think of it this way, Peter. You're a young man and you want to buy a house, and you got to show the bank your assets. And you have a house already, or you have assets, and you tell the bank, you give them the papers you have, and you value your house and all your assets as $1 million, but they're actually worth 500,000. And the bank gives you a loan. Well, that's what they're accusing him of, overvaluing his properties and, stating losses that he didn't have. It's very, very complicated. And when it gets down to it, he does his old shtick. He goes on the campaign trail and doesn't answer the questions. He tries to, avert them, and the judge isn't letting him do this. And I think he said it's cost him showing up at Iowa and 2 other states for his pre-election, campaigning. So he'll do anything but really answer the questions. And then the bottom line is, well, it was my accountants. It was my accountants. I don't know that. So this is going to take years. I think.
Sadly it will. We're gonna take a quick pause though. I need to just change the film. So we'll be right back.
Yeah, so we were talking about Trump. I'm sure you got a lot to add.
I don't think I have a ton to add because I've just sort of stopped paying as much attention to him. He's like we're at this level of we're at a level of attention where he no longer holds the level of power he did when he was president, and he's in court trying to fight this battle, and it's like you said, it's probably going to take years. That's the way the court system works, especially with people like him who know how to hold things up in court for years. That's his specialty, litigation. So at best, this is going to take a couple of years of hard driving and really forcing him to answer stuff. At worst, it goes until he dies, which probably won't be an immense amount of time. And
I think at worst will be when he's elected president again, because I think as of now he could be.
I was gonna say, is
Uh,
he allowed to run? I don't think he is.
yes, yes, you're allowed to have 2 terms as president.
Yeah, but he was twice impeached.
Doesn't make a difference.
I thought you weren't allowed to run if you were twice impeached.
Oh, doesn't. I don't think it makes a difference.
Okay,
You know, we would elect anybody.
that's true.
You
That's
know,
very true. We would elect a horse if it yelled loud enough. Uh,
yeah, but you know, unless the Republicans come up with another candidate, I mean, I think that if he ran, would defeat old man Biden. I really do. And Trump is not is not a youngster, but
None
you
of them are
know,
youngsters. The
yeah,
youngest person in Congress is outside of AOC. They're probably what, 78?
there are a lot of people in there.
Oh my
Late,
God.
late, late, late. There are some young people in there,
No, I know.
but
I'm being
yeah,
exaggerative.
I know. Um, what I would like to see is what I would like to see. What I think I'm going to see is he gets elected president, and then he's so pissed off what they've been doing against him. Who is this? Oh,
So you got
that
fans calling you.
yeah, I know. All over the United States.
You're such a sex symbol. They're calling you while we're
Uh,
doing the episode.
that's right. He, I think that we got to do something about it too. Can't My heart can't take it. But I think that he's going to take out his anger on some of these people if he gets elected president again.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely. If
you know.
I'm gonna be honest, if he gets elected as president again, I see us entering a very problematic realm of 4 years. I obviously nothing will get done because Democrats will just oppose everything, and Republicans will support everything, or for the most part they will. But
Uh,
it
it's not going to be good times.
it's not. We're gonna get nothing done, and just a bunch of crap. A bunch. It's just gonna be crap. It's a bunch of crap. I just don't want it.
You know, we got too many evil people holding high offices. Look at
Some of them
what
aren't even evil. Some of them are just old and stupid. Like that, if we're being honest, they're not all evil. If we're really being honest, they're not all evil. Some of them have maybe evil handlers or evil lower people, but they themselves, some of them aren't evil. Some of them are just old and stupid and they just don't know what's going on. And they shouldn't be representing all of America while being on the last 10 years of their life.
oh yeah. Well,
By
you
all
know what they
means, having a wide array of ages in Congress and in the seats and so forth is one thing, but when a majority of them are from 2 to 3 generations prior, that's not a representation. It's not a representation of the populace.
Yeah, well, you know what? We have a lot of people who vote, and if you ask them how many states in the United States, they don't know. If if you ask them simple questions that a K through 6 student should know, in my day, they don't know the answer to when they're in
Yeah,
college.
I know, but simultaneously, the conversation of what we count as qualitative assessments in terms of smarts is highly dependent upon what profession we're talking about, because some of those people, they can't tell you the 50 states, they can't tell you what the difference is between the House and the Senate and what Congress does, but they can tell you what they do for work. That's a highly skilled form of farming and agriculture that they do that
Yeah.
provides food and services for the rest of the country. They could tell you a lot about that you couldn't even dream of doing, and you couldn't even dream of understanding, but they know it,
Well,
and their
well,
grandfather knows it, and their kids know it. and their kids know it better than than you could even grasp it. So, the concept of what it is that they're learning is it's subjective to what we are talking about. Should everyone know the basics of what is Congress? What do they do? What are the different departments? What does the president do and his power? Yeah, they should. Simultaneously, we also have an education system that is not national. It's per school. If we had a national education system, I'd agree with you. But because the education, the educational department is an absolute hot mess, I'm not going to sit here and blame Midwesterners for not knowing things that coastal elites know, when they're just not getting funding the way that coastal states are getting. So it's expected that they're going to have to work harder to get information that is handed to coastal places like California, New York, in general, right? So, yeah.
But then again, we just have the House Majority Leader elected, Michael Johnson.
Oh, Jesus.
And he might be one of the most terrible picks in history as far as equality is concerned. He came out with a remark, I'm not quoting him, but very similar to what he said in Vanity Fair. I mentioned it in an article this week that he's against same-sex marriages because what's the next thing going to be? People marrying their pets. So, we have a lot of people, a lot of politicians don't use their brains before they talk. And if they're using their brains, the brains are located in a different part of their anatomy. So
it really is just, it's an excruciating thing. I don't know. It's such a, when I say trivial, this is not meant to separate the problems that come with it, but it's a trivial thing in that it feels like common sense that it shouldn't be a problem, right? LGBTQ people should have every right the way everyone else. Same thing with Black people, same thing with every other person of color. It seems like it should be common sense. It's not, because the history and the foundation of this is not that way. And it would be very easy to say, oh, it should be that way and just write it off. But you would think in 2023, you would think that there would be more effort or more self-awareness and more knowledge that that's just blatantly wrong. But I guess the best way to put it is as much energy as there is in terms of growth in progress, there will be equal and opposite energy in the other direction. So you will get dumber people. You will get more racist people, more bigoted people, because there is more energy. For every action, there's an equal opposite reaction. The laws of physics dictate, and energy, right? Energetically, if we are putting effort into higher education and getting people to recognize more that equality should be a thing, there's going to be people that are going to push back at equal opposite reactions. So,
yeah, I have an article, but I can't bring it up while we're on podcast. But
I can look it up.
A Columbia professor says that he wouldn't let his child come to Columbia because of the anti-Semitism that's going on there. And it was a very long article, how he says he's afraid to be there. And Cornell University, again, is being attacked. There's a lot of anti-Semitism in Cornell University. And these are New York and New York State schools. It's not schools in, deep areas where we don't, know where the heck is it. It's, people are coming out and a lot of people are frustrated about things that are happening in the news, things that are happening in the world.
Well, I mean,
And
it really is crazy because like without going into it, something that I came to realize on top of Palestine and Israel that's going on. We still have Ukraine and Russia that's going on, right? That's still a thing that people have seemed to have forgotten because there's the other thing that's going on. Aside from those two things, Sudan is going through their own problem where the
yeah,
government is killing their people. Thousands of people have died. Congo is same thing, same
million.
exact thing. Uh,
I think a million people.
well, I believe in the Congo, it's like 4 million people have been displaced and over 10,000 people have been killed. Sudan, it's something along the lines of like 8,000 people have been killed and 2 million are displaced. Somewhere, I might be mixing those numbers, 4 million here, 2 million there displaced, but I know it's multi-million people have been displaced. Sudan, Congo, Hawaii, people are still fighting to just get a house back up in Hawaii after those fires. Um, Puerto Rico, and Tigray, which is Ethiopia. Ethiopia, Puerto Rico, Congo, and Sudan are all experiencing very similar things to what's going on in Palestine and Israel in terms, and Ukraine and Russia, in that it's a massive power versus other people, and this sort of back and forth. I believe it's in Sudan. They had overthrown a dictator, and he had been in power for like 30, 40 years. They overthrew the dictator and they created a government that was civilian, partial civilian, and partial military as an agreement. And the agreement was that the military would hand over the rest of their power after 2 or 3 years. Those 2 or 3 years came about, and they staged a coup. And now starts what is going on right now in Sudan, which is thousands and thousands of civilians are getting killed and bombs dropped on them, and because the military wants to maintain power. And so it's and this isn't to minimize any of what's going on. It's to extrapolate on the fact that so much is going on. So much is going on. And it's crazy. It is
Yeah,
so crazy.
then you have uh, the standbys, Pakistan and India, and South Korea and North Korea. Which can explode at any time. And the
Well,
world
oh,
is,
and also America is going to be going to war with Iran. I don't know if you heard that. That was a thing that Joe Biden was talking about a couple days ago, because Iran is advancing in nuclear tech. And so it's apparently a part of our legislation or something that we can't allow them to have nuclear tech. So we now have to intercept and manage. Um, I mean, at this point, if you're looking for peace, you got to go to Greenland or Switzerland.
yeah, because
Holed up
in
in a
Iran,
nice frozen cabin at the top of a mountain. Don't talk to anyone.
then you got Lebanon, you have Yemen,
Yeah,
uh,
Yemen. That's right.
you have the Hezbollah is in Iran, and they are supporting Hamas.
Yeah.
And so we got a lot of stuff going on. So
There,
it's
there's something
terrible.
there's something very daunting about having the capacity to be able to know about all of this all at once and not have a single day where there isn't a pause, right? And it's constant death and there's something very daunting about that. But I would argue there's also something very hopeful because the fact that we know these things are going on, we can hopefully come to agreements as people who are not dealing with those and work to make some change and make some effort to benefit those people, right? Marches and push for legislation for America to do something, whatever it is.
As long as it's not attacking people who have a different viewpoint.
No, but
You
no, what I'm getting at is just the technology and the communication side of, as daunting as it is that right now I can find videos from across the world of a variety of people just dying via bombs and missiles and so forth from a variety of different battles and wars that are going on right now, every single day. Every 5 minutes I could refresh and there'll be something else. And
I know.
that's extremely daunting. At the same time, being able to see that versus 70 years ago when television just became commercialized and radio was a thing, but you're not like, unless you had a radio and you tuned in at the proper exact time and you were within range, you didn't know about even half this stuff unless it was pushed on to the televisions at your local, the place that sold the televisions in town where they're playing the live news behind the glass, unless you were standing in front while it was happening live, or you heard it on the radio at the exact time. You didn't hear about almost anything that wasn't domestic. So
and now, I was talking with a friend of mine. He gets the paper delivered to his house.
right.
And for, years, he would have the New York Times or other things. And when I first moved to Florida, I had papers delivered to my house, but I was realizing that it was $500-600 a year to have the papers delivered. That I started to read online the news, because the papers are printed the night before, and by the time they get to your house, the news is obsolete.
Yeah.
Things have happened,
Yeah.
let's say, in the last 12 hours that are not in the papers anymore.
Yep. And what are they going to do? Encapsulate it into a black and white image that they threw on the newspaper?
Yeah.
Now you can go online and watch videos and listen to audio clips and, or catch the news live, right? Like you can go on NBC.com and watch news live whenever.
Yeah. Or, because, like I'll get up. Now I'm really screwed because we turned the clock back. I used to get up
I know.
between 3 and 4. Now I get up between 2 and 3.
And that's in the morning for anyone understanding what time he's getting up. That's AM.
Yeah. Yes. And I'll get up and I'll take my med, have a cup of coffee. I go right to my iPhone, and the first thing I do is look at the news. And from 3 o'clock till in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, there's a great difference in the shift of what is occurring.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, the speed with which the information can get across, whether it's from a local or from a respected news source or just from people on social media. I mean, Christ, more news is coming because of people on social media. People on social media will post something, it'll go trending or go viral, and the news picks it up an hour later or 2, 3, 4 hours later. I mean, so sometimes people are better news reporters than the news reporters because they're on the ground before the news can even hear about it. So there is something I wanted to at least finish this part off and encapsulate it in that, as daunting and as heavy as it is, I think there is something very hopeful and amazing with which we can communicate to this degree across so far distance at such speed, because it allows for everyone to be able to participate, as well as the not having people dampen information, right? Like I said, 70 years ago, if there was something going on outside of America and the government really didn't want you to hear about it, it was a little easier to manage. Now you got to shut down all of internet if you don't want people finding out what's going on in this country or what's going on in that country. You got to really have crackdown on what's going on. And even then you can still get information from there. So,
that's why politicians have to think before they say something.
well, oh my God, God forbid they have to think.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but
Like I can't believe that Michael Johnson. Unbelievable.
I know it really is amazing. But like I said,
Yeah,
equal opposite reaction.
yeah,
As there's a further push for positive change, there's going to be a further push for negative change. And some people are going to think he's positive. Whatever. I
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I I think the communication aspect of it is a positive thing that I hope only grows in positive supplements, things that come from it. I hope further positive, and that AI doesn't start to muddle that. Right, we already have flooding the internet with misinformation and so forth, and with AI I'm worried that that's going to happen a little bit more, because now video is going to be able to be altered and doctored easier. um
Plus, there's
so
so many podcasts going on.
Well, the podcasts aren't news people. It's more that, right now, or at least 5 years ago, what was considered the most definitive proof was video, because you used to be able to dissect it and figure out if it was edited or not.
Yeah,
And now with AI, we're getting to a point where editing is looking seamless, and you can do massive scale things and massive scale changes to what's in the video with ease with AI. So I think that's the one concern I have regarding mass communication.
yeah. Well, AI can write the articles. They can write a book. They could do whatever they want in a matter of minutes.
I
They
know.
can write, they can write full articles, books on subjects,
I
and
know. I was just reading it might have been earlier today or was it yesterday. I was just reading Chat GPT, like the company behind them, OpenAI, is going to be releasing basically what you can call characters, in that you can set up basically like jobs. You can set up like a title for it and have it do a set of tasks, like a person, like a job,
Mhm.
which is a growing concern, but it is one that is being released.
Oh, by the way, congratulations on having a paragraph in Bloomberg.
Oh yeah, thank you. I had a paragraph in Bloomberg for still not having a job, and then that paragraph inspired some uh media guru who's a career coach to contact me and do an interview with me live on her LinkedIn and YouTube. And she has allowed me into her program that she normally charges 200 something dollars a year for. And I get access to all of her tools and stuff for making my resume better and working on cover letters and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully this will help get a job, because 960, I think I'm at.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, 960. I think I could pull it up if you give me 2 seconds. I am at, yeah, 960 exactly,
Mm-hmm.
which is, it is what it is. It's can't do anything about it. You know, at least the thing I do appreciate though is, so far through her course, I have been able to gain a little more confidence in reworking my resume and pushing for things that I should be getting. Um, and yeah, I like being able to put on my resume that I am working as a social media strategist right now, because my TikToks and my videos I get paid for. I make money, and so that is a paid job. And I just never thought to put that on my resume because I didn't think of it as one, but it is. So it's a nice additive to my resume.
That's right.
and hopefully it benefits something. I don't know. Otherwise,
Yeah, I
otherwise
told
I'm
you.
gonna have to. You're gonna have to teach me how to be a sex symbol, and I'm gonna have to use
That's
that.
I was going to say that you should put on your resume that you work with the one of the oldest sex symbols on our planet.
Right. Well, that's. I'll have to learn the ways, and then you'll have to teach me
Yeah,
like Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan
I'll be one.
teaches.
I'm not just a
Uh,
pretty. Remember, I'm not just a pretty face.
right. There's more. There's much more deeper when you get in.
That's
When you get
right.
into the weeds of it.
That's correct. That is correct. So, anything else on the agenda?
That's it for now. Something. I mean, I can add this just to sort of leave off is I have I've created a small schedule for myself as a means to structure my week a little more because I feel like right now, because I'm still looking for a job, I don't have a lot of structure. And there's things I want to get done in my day that I don't end up getting done. And so I've come up with a small form schedule where I'm going to start treating it like like classes or like a job where every day or on Mondays at this time I'm doing this, on Mondays at this time I'm doing this. And that way it can lead to shutting off and being able to shut off when I don't need to, right? Like applying for jobs. I can't apply to jobs every day. I tried that for months and it was horrible for my mental health. So I apply on a specific day. And so
Mhm.
when I apply, that's that's it. That's the day. After that, we shut off and we go do other things. And so on and so forth for a variety of other things. And I think it's going to be very beneficial for me and healthy because I think it's going to lead to a lot of um, positive reinforcement because the whole day is not structured. There's just certain points within the week that will be structured that will allow me then to have the free time in between to do what I need to do and do what else I want to do. But those structure points will be for reasons, right? Like I'm going to have 4 hours, 5 hours a week devoted to learning more Blender because I love 3D modeling. I love 3D modeling in Blender. Don't I don't sit down and do it because I always find excuses or I always tell myself I can't do it right now because I'm not in the creative mode. I have to put myself in the creative mode. So I need to set a schedule. And then once I come to it twice a week for 2.5 hours, it'll work and it'll
Yeah,
come and I can learn my skills.
yeah, schedules are important.
I think
Uh,
having partial schedules are important. I don't think anyone should have their whole life scheduled because I don't think that's healthy. But I think having some schedule is really nice because it keeps the day grounded, right? So you don't just
mhm,
wake up and go, oh my God, it's 4 o'clock. Where the hell did the time go? If you've got
yeah.
something from 2 to 4, you're like, great, that's what I got to do. Okay, before 2 o'clock, I'm going to go do this. And then after I can go do this, and then so on and so forth. So having something to ground each day is very nice.
Yep.
Um, so
Yep.
yeah, just
I
wanted to
agree.
share that in terms of a
Okay.
uh little bit of
Mhm,
mental health work, shall we say, for those who are looking. That might be a good step for you to
okay.
do.
Yeah, and we started off with the game. If anybody chooses to play the same game,
Let us know.
and let us know and what your score was. Uh, it's a good diversion.
Yeah, it's a good side game to play.
And if you'd like us to discuss any particular topic, uh, you could let Peter know because Peter is the one you got to contact.
I'm the tech boy, so
He's
I
the tech
know
boy.
I can and will speak to you. So you can contact us on YouTube through the comments. You can, I believe on Spotify, there's a question that says, what do you want us to talk about next? I don't know if you can access that on Apple Podcasts. You might be able to. If not, you can find us same name, YouTube, Spotify, or if you want to find me on Instagram, you can look my name up. I've got multiple accounts for different reasons. Uh, or if you just know me personally, you can contact me. But either way, yeah, if there's any ideas that you want us to talk about or if you do this game and you want to let us know your score, let us know. And we can talk about it in the next episode.
Yeah, and for those people in Europe or foreign countries, and you want to be on the podcast and discuss what your opinion is uh, in regard to how the United States is handling certain issues, feel free. We will discuss it with an open mind and not be partial.
I agree. It's pretty good.
Okay.
We will see you in the next episode. Everyone have a good evening, night, morning, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, whatever you do.
Okay. Peace out.
Peace out.